Hello, my dear ones. I am Lietta and it is You Are Okay. Today I want to talk about something very important about life under control. Maybe you have lived through it, maybe you are still living in it, maybe you are only now beginning to notice that something was wrong. Control is not only about obvious abuse, shouting, punishments, bans. No, control often hides in the smallest details of daily life. And when you live in it for years, you stop noticing. It becomes normal, it becomes your atmosphere, like the air you breathe. But there is the one simple truth: it's not normal, it's not healthy, and most importantly, it is not your fault. In this episode, we will look at what control looks like hour by hour in everyday life, how the manipulator or controller behaves, and what the victim feels in the body, in the mind, in the soul, why the nervous system learns to live in tension, and why, even when the abuser is gone, the consequences remain. This will not just be theory, I will give you examples from real life. So let's start. Control rarely comes suddenly. It begins slowly with little things. A manipulator might say, "Don't wear this dress, it doesn't suit you. Call me when you get there or open the camera. I need to know where you are. Why are you meeting with your friends so often? Don't you care about me?" And at first it looks like care or concern. But step by step, your personal space gets smaller. Um, then comes the constant checking. Where you are, what are you doing, who you are with, how you spend your money, even what expression you have on your face. Control can also be silent. A look, a pose, a sigh. You immediately know something is wrong or I did something wrong. At work, it looks like this. You can't make a decision without approval. You wait for someone to allow you, or at home it looks like you can't relax because the controller may appear and find fault. In friendships, it looks like this. You say yes when you want to say no because you are afraid to lose the connection. This is life under control. Not dramatic, maybe, not loud, but constant. So, how looks the victim's inner weather in this atmosphere? When you live like this, your inner world changes. You wake up and your first thought is not about your plans, not about what you want. Your first thought is, what mood is he in today? How will she react? How should I behave? Fear becomes background music. It's not always sharp, it's not always panic. Sometimes it is quiet, but it's still always there. Confusion follows. Am I wrong again? Did I misunderstand? Why can't I do anything right? The hesitation, like even a simple choice, tea or coffee, jeans or dress, this word or that word suddenly feels heavy because you are not really choosing for yourself. You are calculating how it will look, what reaction it will cause. And finally, hyper alert, scanning. You constantly read the room, watch faces, body languages, tone of voice. Your whole nervous system becomes a radar. Inside, you don't live, you survive. And what happens in the body? Control doesn't only affect your emotions, It literally rewires your body. The nervous system gets stuck in hyperarousal. Your body thinks danger is always near, adrenaline and cortisol are always a little too high. Sleep changes, maybe you fall asleep late because your mind is spinning, or you wake up at night, heart racing. Appetite shifts. Some overeat for comfort, others lose appetite because the stomach is tight with stress. Muscles are tense, shoulders stiff, jaw clench, back aching, breath is shallow. You don't even notice you're not breathing fully. It's like very short. And this becomes your baseline. And the saddest part is you think it is just how you are, but it's not you, it's your body living in survival mode. That what's going on with your self-control. Here is the genius of manipulation. After some time, the abuser doesn't even need to control you directly. You control yourself. You silence yourself before they silence you. You avoid desires because they forbid them. You erase your opinion before they laugh at it. It's like carrying the controller inside your head. Even when they are not there, you still hear their voice. For example, you cook dinner and before anyone eats, you are already anxious. Will it be good enough? Did I do it wrong? Uh, do they like it? Or did they want this today? You write a text and you reread it 3 times, deleting and rewriting because you are afraid to sound stupid. You stand in a shop holding 2 dresses and you can't choose. Not because you don't like them, but because you are guessing. What would he approve? And will he approve? This is how control turns into self-control. And that is why living doesn't always end the problem. So why it continues after? Even when the abuser is gone, the system doesn't disappear overnight. Your body still scans for danger. Your mind still doubts. Your heart still hesitates. So why? Because the pattern became a habit. The nervous system learned this is how we survive. So even in safe situations with new people, with supportive friends, even alone, you might second guess yourself, feel guilty for resting, be afraid to want something. This is why healing takes time. It's not enough to physically live. You need to teach your body and mind that you are safe again. That's why you should develop yourself and learn yourself. My dear ones, if you recognize yourself in these words, please hear me. You are not weak, you are not broken, and you are not crazy. The confusion, the fear, the hesitation, the exhaustion, all of it makes perfect sense. In the results of living under control, it is a survival strategy, not your identity. You should find yourself again. And the most important thing, everything learned can be unlearned. Freedom inside is possible, step by step, gently, with compassion. In the next episode, I want to talk about fear and anxiety, why your brain can freeze, and why you sometimes feel unable to move forward, even when you want to. For now, remember, if this episode touched you, it means you are not alone, and it means you are already beginning the journey because you recognized yourself And that is the very first step to start change.